2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Utah Jazz. Well, for Utah, they haven't yet found their groove. They're still trying to make adjustments to try and change the momentum here early in the season. Each game out right now, as their coaches reiterated, is another invaluable opportunity to refine their approach and make improvements. One of the fun players to watch tonight, Isaiah Thomas. He was the last player selected from his draft class of 2011. But, Shaq, I bet GMs want to redo on that one, man. He can just dominate games offensively.
You know, he's not really tall. He's 6'something", not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. You know, his speed and quickness of the release of the shot, he can get a shot anytime. And what I really like about him, he's gritty. He'll fight you.
If he's more than 5'11", I'd be surprised. But when he gets in the zone, he's one of the most difficult players to handle. He could take over a game, Ernie. His quickness, his speed, just all around.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Jazz fans are making noise here at Energy Solutions Arena. We're in Salt Lake City, Utah. They're pretty rattled right now after a road trip in which they did not win a game. Now they hope to get back on track here at home.
And seeing where Utah is, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
And now the New York Knicks starters. Lucas is out there with Robinson. Then there's Irving. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. And it's Barton in at the 2. Here's Barton. Five to shoot. Pulls up. And Maravich pulls it down. The Jazz on offense. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And that was one that just got out of control for them. And when the lead got big, it almost seemed as if they just mailed it in.
Yeah, it appeared to me as well that they kind of gave in. And I understand it's hard to try to come back, but you've got to show more fight than they did.
Here's Thomas. Jerry West making his last shot. Here's Barton. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. West kicks to Gortat. Picked by West. Gortat dishes to Maravich. Gallinari wide open. A three-pointer no good. So it's the Knicks now. 4-point game coming off that loss against the Nets.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
Now, here is Irving. Jerry West unable to get his shot to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Gallinari with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Miami. Here's Johnson. No good. Great D that time from Lucas. Barton kicks to Thomas to stop the drought. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. New York shooting their first shots from the free throw lines tonight. No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Jazz leading by 3. West outside. Johnson left side. Another miss by Utah. For New York, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, "We do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape." We'll see if that holds true, guys.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of their offensive philosophy really centers around their ability to create and take good shots.
And, of course, that's something that a lot of teams would benefit from, guys. I mean, they're looking to play a very cerebral and disciplined game today.
Here's Thomas. Following the basket by Pete Maravich. Thomas goes in. Gortat with the block. Now here's West. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
And also his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved. You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
The dish to Lucas. Irving against Gallinari. Rebound, Utah. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And this is the first of 2 games between the two, East versus West, so they don't see a whole lot of one another.
Yeah, and Greg, for me, that just raises the intrigue level. Some matchups we don't get to see that often, so I'll be watching this one closely.
Now here's Thomas. Jerry West unable to get his shot to go. Bank shot, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Gallinari with it. He's picked up by Irving. Gallinari against Irving. Gallinari passes to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's West for 3. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. West has got 7.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
There's a screen by Robinson. West against Thomas. To the wing on the left. Here's Robinson. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Jazz leading by 6. Gallinari the open look. Martin with the rebound.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Jerry West.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Dwight Howard's checked in for Gortat. so he can't get either to fall.
I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there. I'll bet he didn't either, as good a foul shooter as he is.
West with a wide open look. And Utah, another three.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Thomas dishes to Irving. He kicks it to Barton. Feeds it to Thomas. Shot clock at 3. They get the rebound. Robinson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, the big man rocking the rim. Good aggressive finish right there.
And usually he leaves those to his teammates.
And you know, guys, with his length, I think he needs to attack the basket much more. Those dunks should be routine for him.
He did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. How he did last season. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. 7 assists and 3 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, his skill set is solid. He's a good ball handler. He makes good decisions in playmaking. He's really the ideal backup.
And New York making a change here. Gay's checked in. West kicks to Johnson. Utah gets it back. Here's Howard. Another miss by Utah.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Lucas a screen on West. It's Lucas high post from the stripe. And Maravich pulls it down. Jazz leading by 7. He dishes it to Gallinari. The shot's good on the assist by Maravich. Maravich has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Thomas goes in, and it's sent back by Howard. West passes to Gallinari. Johnson outside. The pass to West. Out to Maravich. Here's Howard, and another shot. Lucas with the rebound. Lucas has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Utah has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. It's West with the drive. Great D that time from Thomas. Knicks trail by 8. To the wing right side. Lucas, that's good. The Jazz shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. Maravich against Irving. Maravich kicks to Gallinari. Six on the shot clock. Another miss by Utah.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
So for the Knicks, Sanders comes in for Robinson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Knicks trail by 6. And here's Rose. Lucas dishes to Sanders. Just 5 to shoot. Irving, he dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Lucas, that's good.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Yeah, they got hot, and I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now this game's up for grabs.
And it's Johnson penetrating. That one goes. Coming. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. Typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Gay right side. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First trip to the line for him here. That's good from Gay. Both shots good from the stripe. Utah leading. Jennings passes to Johnson. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now here is Irving. He's tightly guarded.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Sprewell. Sanders covering. Sprewell, the pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Howard misses. Now the Knicks with it. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Dishes it to Irving. Rose sets the screen for Irving. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Sprewell. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The Jazz shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Green's checked in. And so he hits both. There's 49 seconds left in the first. Rose kicks to Sanders. Outside, Green. Now the feed to Gay. Fader on the way. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Here's Sprewell, defended by Lucas. Lets a floater go. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Jazz shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Knicks trail by 3. Now Rose. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Jazz, Exum and Hood are the young guard tandem. Gallinari is out there with Gortat, and it's Sprewell in at the 3 spot. Outside Rose. Pass to Gay. Outside, Green. Martin. And that misses. That would have put him up. Utah's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Exum. Off target from 3-point range. New York trailing. Gay outside, over to the wing. Barton dishes to Rose. Passes to Robinson. New York moving the ball around. There's a screen by Robinson. Gortat with the block. Here's Exum. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the pick. 3-pointer. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Barton. Kicks it to Gay. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Gay's got 7.
And how about that, responding to the 3-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Here's Hood. No good. And New York will come the other way. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. He feeds it to Exum. And Gallinari kicks to Hood. Pass to Gortat. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He said their plan was to run their offense through Gay. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Utah has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Thomas against West. 13 feet away. The shot is off. Excellent D from Thomas. Barton kicks to Thomas. Goes back up. And that one's good. Barton.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here's West. He's got 10. Here's Barton. At the top of the key, Gay. And that one's good. And it's a 3-point New York lead. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. There's the dish to Gortat. Tries to save it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Number 5 is Isaiah Thomas.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
Exum passes to West. Here's Maravich. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Maravich has got his second bucket.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Green, no luck.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
They also haven't been afraid to take it strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Maravich. Irving's checked in for New York. Maravich hits them both. Thomas with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Here's Maravich, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Maravich has got 6 points in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Thomas dishes to Barton. Back to Thomas. "13 feet away. He squares up and sinks it. Thomas got 5 points so far.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
West against Thomas. Fires from deep. Exum's shot is off. The Knicks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jeff Green on the wing. Robinson a screen on Maravich. Maravich against Green. Clock at 6. On the wing, Irving. His last outing, he had 18 points. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
First free throw is good. And the Jazz with some changes. Howard's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Johnson in for Exum. Lucas is checked in for New York. That one is no good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
West kicks to Johnson. Now, here is Gortat. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Now, here's West. Shot from 12. And the shot falls short this time. Thomas up top. He's got 5. Irving with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Help they get it back. On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Johnson. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Utah. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Sanders is checked in. Thomas passes to Barton. Here's Irving. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Nice ball movement by Utah. No good from Maravich.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Feeds to Thomas. Good on the triple. Thomas got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Deep 2 from Jennings. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's Thomas. He's got 8. Right side, Irving. 6 to shoot. Shot's good. Irving's got 5.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching. Not while the ball's in his hands.
Maravich dishes to Howard.
Well, look here at last year in the NBA, where the Jazz ranked 10th in fewest turnovers per game, 11th in three-point field goal percentage. And as far as team shooting percentage, not really a strong suit for them. They were in the top 20 and tried to compensate for that lack of shooting with better defense.
And in terms of turnovers, I think the good ball handling and smart passes were really a key. Not a gaudy ranking, but no question, being in that top 10 helped them offensively.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Here's Thomas. 8 points for him. He kicks it to Barton. Down low, here's Lucas. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For New York, they have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Both free throws good from Lucas. Jazz trail by 3. And here's Maravich. 8 points for him. Puts up a 3. That's good. Maravich has got 11 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here's Thomas. Screened by Lucas. And Sanders kicks to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Sanders passes to Thomas. Launches it. The shot is off. West with some nice D. Jazz have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Screened by Lucas. Thomas against West. Thomas goes in. Excellent D there by Johnson.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Jennings kicks it to West. West missing again.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz Dancers.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for West. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game. 7 assists and 3 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And, you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistently.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Barton. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Outside Jennings. He dishes it to Hood. It's back to Jennings. 5 on the clock. Howard setting the pick for Jennings. Puts it up. Utah gets it back. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
The pass to Hood from past the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Hood's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Knicks trail by 3. Now Rose. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and taken away by Johnson. Jennings dishes to Johnson. Fades back. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
And the Knicks miss again. And here's Utah. They're on a 14-6 run. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Julius Erving.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
The first one falls. Rudy Gay's checked in for Thomas. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Knicks trail by 6. Gay with no one around. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 11 points for Rudy Gay. Utah's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Johnson, the pass to Jennings. Here's Sprewell. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 29 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Erving. The rebound by the Jazz. Howard's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Hood kicks to Jennings. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Brandon Jennings at the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Rose. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Utah out in front, up by 5. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your assessment of the team you're playing here tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball. And they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end. And I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thank you. They know they've got their hands full, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end because they were scoring in bunches. Now, you want your reserves to just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
See, Ernie, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I was the king of this. See, you got to pound that ball in the paint, and they were doing that. I like to see more of the same in the second half. Don't start shooting jumpers now.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Pete Maravich having a dominant impact in this one.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Utah leading by 5. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kurt Rambis. We've got Irving, Isaiah Thomas out there with Will Barton. Then it's Robinson, and it's Lucas in at the power forward. Dishes to Johnson. Shoots. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
The Jazz have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Larry Johnson taking 2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson. He's off on the second. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Barton. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Will Barton at the line for 2.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Utah leading by 5. West kicks to Maravich. Irving against Gortat. There's the feed to West. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 16, and the shot is good. West has got 12 points in the game.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Thomas against West. Pass to Barton. Maravich with the steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Knicks trail by 9. Outside Thomas. Six on the shot clock. Barton, good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 5 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Lucas kicks to Barton. New York moving the ball around. From 10 feet out, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And it's 8 points for Robinson.
And with that height advantage right there, he had a good, clear look at the basket.
It's West with the drive. No good. Excellent D from Thomas. Knicks trail by 7. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Can't hit from 12.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot. And you look at the story defensively in this game, I mean, they've gone backwards in the second half. A little too casual for me, and it's costing them. They're paying for it.
And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Gallinari. Last season's performance for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Irving dishes to Thomas. Gortat against Robinson. Gortat with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Robinson passes to Thomas. 4 on the clock. Here's Irving. It's rebounded by West. Jazz leading by 9. Passes it to Maravich. Here's Johnson. He's got 7. West outside. Robinson with the block. Thomas against West. Thomas kicks to Lucas. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Jazz have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Irving against West. Gortat with a screen on Irving. For 3, West. Knicks with the rebound. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And when you talk about all-time career numbers, there is one name in NBA history that shows up time and time again. Wilt Chamberlain, Wilt the Stilt, with 23,924 rebounds. His name synonymous with greatness on the basketball court.
And, guys, I don't think there will ever be another player that will dominate their position like Wilt Chamberlain did. And it's those rebounding numbers that paint the picture the most clearly. I mean, Wilt averaged almost 3 rebounds a game. Not just over a season, folks, over the course of his entire career. 11 rebounding titles, and his career total just shy of 24,000. I mean, nobody in the modern era has even come close to that.
Here's Gortat. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Marcin Gortat.
You know, he's always thinking. That's what I like about him. Spotted the open man and immediately changed out of his shot and gave it up.
Thomas against West. Here's Barton. 9 points in the game so far. Top of the key. Not enough on that one as it misses. Jazz leading by 7. And Gallinari kicks to Johnson. He feeds it to West. Pass to Gortat. Johnson outside. Jazz passing it around. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thomas kicks to Barton. There's a screen by Robinson. West against Thomas. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by Larry Johnson. Johnson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Thomas against West. Back to Robinson. That misses off the backboard.
Well, use his body well to lean around the defender. It's always going to be difficult to convert that shot, though.
Back to West, trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Thomas goes in, kicks to Robinson. Knocked loose and taken away by Johnson. Pushing it up. Here's Maravich. The shot's good on the assist by West. West has got 4 assists now tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
It's been quite a game for Pete Maravich.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He said their plan was to run their offense through Gay. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And New York making a change here. Sanders is checked in. The Knicks have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12. And that one falls for Irving. Jazz leading by 8. Maravich with it. 15 points in the game. Stolen by Robinson. Now here's Rose. The dish to Gay. Here's Irving. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Johnson.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
Robinson against Howard. Outside, Maravich. Clock at 4. Shot, high post. Utah gets it back. Howard. Robinson with the block. Sanders, high post. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Maravich against Rose. Right side, Maravich, and he gets it to go.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Innovation and improvisation right there, Greg. Finding a way to get that shot to fall after taking the contact.
And the Jazz making a change here. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Knicks trail by 9. Rose dishes to Gay.
It's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
And so here is New York. Irving attacking, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Now, here is Maravich. He's got 18. Wide open. Sprewell, that's good. He has 5. Knicks trail by 9. And here's Rose. Outside Irving. Feeds to Gay. Screen by Sanders. 6 to shoot. Gay, that's a two-pointer. They get the rebound, and Sanders throws it down.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Now here's Gay. He's got 11. Irving passes to Gay. That one off the back iron and out. Jazz leading by 7. Maravich with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Sanders against Howard. He kicks it to Maravich. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Sanders with the steal. Here's Irving.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia.
This shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Gay, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Now it's just a 3-point Utah lead. Utah's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13.
All right, fans, I want everyone here in the arena to get on up out of your seats and make some noise for your Jazz dancers.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. He's coming off an excellent season. Put up about 16 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable force going to the glass. And it's been reflected on the stat sheet.
The Jazz making a switch here. Exum's checked in. .111 left in the third. To the inside. It's tipped. Sanders with the steal. Outside Rose. Outside Irving. Robinson down low. Working on Howard.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Now, here's Howard. He dishes it to Exum. And the 3 ball is good. Exum's got his second bucket of the night.
Dwight Howard with some slick passing on that
one. Rose kicks to Gay. Back to Rose. Deflects the pass. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Howard dishes to Exum. Here's Hood. He's covered by Rose. The pass to Exum. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. And the shot is good. And now it's a 9-point Jazz lead. From deep, Rose. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz lead by 9. We'll get right back to the action when we return. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Knicks trail by 9. Gallinari is out there with Howard. Then it's Gortat. Then there's West. And it's Hood in at the 2 spot. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's West. Following the shot by Rudy Gay. West against Thomas. It's West with the drive. And his offensive struggles continue. The Knicks shooting not great, 40% for the game. Outside Thomas. Dishes it to Gay. Screen by Sanders. Clock at 6. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. Utah leading by 9. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. It's West with the drive. And he banks in the layup. Hood's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Jazz.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Screened by Lucas. New York moving it around. And he gets the bucket. 15 points for Rudy Gay. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Thomas against West. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Looking at the game for West, he has 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good, and the Jazz making a change here. Maravich is checked in. And both free throws good for West.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
And Thomas, here we go. And that one's good. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. West outside. Gallinari against Gay, and that is good. Gallinari's got the lead up to 11 now for the Jazz.
You know, it was a pretty poor display from the field for them in the first half, but they've got the lead, and now the shots are starting to fall.
Yeah, it was a complete brick city in that first, but they've turned it around here in a big way.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Utah, Rudy Gay, taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second.
Rudy Gay playing very well. 16 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Utah, Jerry West, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for West.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
And both free throws good for West.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of them.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Here's Barton. Screened by Lucas. The feed to Barton. Kicks it out to Gay. 4 on the shot clock. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gay's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Now, here is Gallinari. Gortat with a screen on Gay. Gallinari, another miss by Utah.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Now Gay, back to Thomas. Sanders sets the screen for Thomas. And that one goes long. Utah leading by 10. This passes to Maravich. Here is Howard. Pass to West. Drains it from 17 feet out. West has got 10 points in just the second half.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Gay with it outside Thomas. Screened by Lucas. Thomas kicks to Lucas. That's good, and it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 6 assists in the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
And Thomas with the block. And now the Knicks on the break. It's good, and the Jazz lose, cut to just 7 points in the basket from Barton.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And Utah has possession. Following the score by New York, Maravich dishes to Gortat. Second chance shot, no luck. And New York the other way now.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Here's Barton. Passes it to Thomas. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
New York with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Here's Barton. Maravich defending. Sanders with a screen on Maravich. Up top, Sanders. Here's Lucas. And again, New York with the triple.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Pass to Gortat. From 12 feet out. Howard tipped back in for 2.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Knicks trail by 3. Thomas passes to Barton. Back to Thomas. Six to shoot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Looking at the game for Thomas, 13 points and 7 assists. A terrific offensive combination, setting up teammates and knocking down the deep ball.
And winning basketball, Clark, there's no doubt that the two are related.
And the first one drops. Johnson, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in for Sanders. And both free throws good for Thomas. Utah leading. West outside. There's the three. It's rebounded by New York. Lucas has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Barton kicks to Lucas. Here's Thomas. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Thomas got 9 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now here's Johnson. He feeds it to Gortat. Outside, Maravich. The three. No good.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Kicks to Barton. Offensive rebound. Lucas, that's good. Now it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Gortat with a screen on Thomas. Here's Johnson. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Now the dish to Barton. Johnson against Lucas. Robinson passes to Barton. That's good. Barton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively. Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Feeds it to Lucas. New York moving the ball around. Here's Robinson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Well, a good one here for Robinson. 8 rebounds, and what a tear he's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
Howard's checked in for the Jazz. Irving's checked in for New York. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
At the line for your Jazz, Danilo Gallinari. 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Gallinari hits them both.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Now here's Thomas. He kicks to Lucas. Utah with the rebound. Johnson's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The pass to Howard. He dishes it to Maravich. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Robinson. From 11 feet away, Johnson, good. And the Jazz lead by 3.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
Barton dishes to Robinson. On the wing, Irving. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Barton kicks to Thomas. Lucas a screen on Maravich. Howard with the steal. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Utah leading by 3. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They sure have been. I mean, really looking good and sharp offensively.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas passes to Robinson. New York, no good that time either. And it's the Jazz's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. West dishes to Gallinari. Now here's Johnson. Five to shoot. And here's West for 3. It's rebounded by New York.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Thomas kicks to Lucas. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 8th assist here tonight.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Johnson, the pass to West. Dishes at Demirovich. Back to West. Just 5 to shoot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
Shooting for Utah, Jerry West. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Barton kicks to Thomas. The shot misses. And Utah the other way now. Maravich dishes to West. Johnson against Lucas. Here's the floater. Johnson can't hit.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here is West. Johnson the screen. Shot clock at 6. Leaner from distance. Offensive rebound. Out to Gallinari. And that's an intentional foul.
Shooting for Utah, Danilo Gallinari. At the line for 2.
Gets the first. That makes it a 3-point lead. And the Jazz making a change here. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Jazz Dancers.
From deep 3-point range, off target. And so it's Utah who scraped by with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dwight, coming off the loss in last game, what was the difference tonight in how this team played?
We got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. Started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together, and we got a good win.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was a joy to watch tonight, Ernie.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.